Your silence is your superpower. When you start over explaining and talking about why you did something and your logic and let me show you my thought process, you lose your power. Say what you need to say and shut up. You don't have to keep talking, trying to prove your point to your audience about why you said what you said. People, honestly, they don't care and they have a short attention span anyway. Say what you need to say and move on.
Silence is golden. I think in recent times, we as women have lost the art of silence. Everybody wants to be a crash out, everybody wants to have their voice heard. I can tell you this as someone who used to be very loud-mouthed. One thing it does is, especially in times where you're still struggling with insecurity, that is a big giveaway of how you're feeling. So when I started utilizing the power of silence, one thing, it made me very mysterious. People could never really figure me out. As opposed to when I would say a lot of things and say what was in my mind, when I started to employ silence, I gained more respect. Yeah, silence just makes you 10 times better. You don't have to over explain yourself. You don't have to keep talking about it. You don't even have to talk about it at all you need to do is go silent. And that is one of the things that I discuss in depth with the girlies that are in my consultation plan. So I created this plan for the girl who is just tired of being overlooked. You want to make something out of your life. You want to be better. You want to change. You know that there is a potential within you that just needs to be unlocked and you don't know where to start. I would advise you to run and don't walk to this consultation plan because it is a full-bodied lesson plan on all of the things that I've learned as someone who has dealt with insecurity, someone who has dealt with low self-esteem, low self-confidence, someone who has gone from being overlooked to the girl that nobody can ignore. These are lessons that I bought with my blood, sweat, and tears that I'm handing out in consultation form. I don't want the girlies that are part of the Feminiverse community to suffer the way that I did. Yeah, I suffered a lot of heartbreaks because I didn't know my worth. I suffered a lot of things. I went through so much hardship that could have been easily avoided if I had just had someone to hold my hand and say, this is the way, just follow this path and it will be fine. Yeah, as someone who in my family, I didn't have anybody that was talking about self-confidence, low self-esteem, confidence, all of that. I didn't have it. I had to learn by myself. I was 16, 17, going on YouTube, watching all types of videos, some bad advice, some good advice, all types of things. And if you want to be that girl who can step into any room and command attention, who can be content with her own presence, who does not rely on other people for validation, who makes money, by the way, baby, because you need money, then you need to run and not walk to sign up for that consultation class.
Maturing is realizing that silence is more powerful than anything. Stop trying to tell your side of the story. Stop trying to over explain. Stop letting people get a reaction out of you. It's not worth it. Stop putting in so much energy. Like, just be quiet. Let people talk. People is always going to talk. That's the thing. People is always going to have something to say. People are going to talk about you. Who cares? Move on. Let it go. Just don't say nothing. Stop letting people get a reaction out of you. Like, you have to learn how to control your emotions. All I'm saying is, once you master that, your life will be so peaceful.
Silence is the loudest thing in the room. You ever notice how much you scream when you want a person to hear you? Just hear me, just see me. It don't matter what font you say it in. You could say it in cursive, you could say it in script, you could say it in bold letters, you could say it in bubble letters, you could say it in typewriter, you could say it in old English, and you still won't be heard. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the screams, hear me, in every single font, right?
Damn it.
When you finally get to a place where you're done, it's nothing but silence. You have nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say.
How
but
did
to
you know
walk.
you had nothing left to say?
Because I love until I can't love no more. And I give until I can't give no more. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to leave. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to give up on. I have to be at my wit's end. You wanna know why? It feels better. When you force yourself out of something is why you go back. Because now I was like, but what if? And maybe this could have been done differently.
Right.
Always exhaust all options. When you did all you can do, there's nothing else to say when you walk away.
Damn.
That's the powerful silence.
Yeah.
Because you walking away with your peace.
Yes.
And your freedom.
Yep.
And the thing about it is, freedom ain't free. Peace is not free.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's a lot of work. It's a price that you pay for freedom. It's a price that you pay for peace. It's a price that you pay to be able to walk unarmored even after being completely broken. I walk into my repair unarmored. That's it. That's your silent goodbye. Is not, babe, you got it. And that's with everything.
As you get older, you definitely understand that silence should be the only answer. You don't need to go back and forth. You do not need to explain yourself. You do not need to crash out. Remove your presence. Start talking less.
Say nothing, do nothing. Because maturing is realizing that people know exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it, how it's making you feel, and they're still choosing to do it.
Maturing is realizing that silence at times is power. You don't have to participate in every conversation. You don't have to add your 2 cents to every conversation. You don't have to have a voice in every situation. It's okay to leave some things left unsaid. It's okay to just be quiet. It's okay to observe. It's okay. It's okay. That is a part of developing and growing and maturing. It's okay. Silence is golden. We actually take it for granted. You can just be mute. You can keep your thoughts and ideas here, but you don't have to share everything. Yeah, so I'm practicing that.
Growing up, you actually stop explaining yourself. Like, if you think it's that, or you think that whatever, it is that, and it is what you think. I'm not explaining myself. Like, if I explain myself already, I'm not explaining myself again. Like, it's hard enough being an understanding person. And then when someone doesn't understand you and you have to explain, I'm done explaining. If you don't get it, you don't get it. If that's what you think it is, and that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is.
And when you realize that people are choosing to misunderstand you, you will stop over-explaining yourself. You know that one person who never seems to understand where you're coming from? They're always playing devil's advocate. They're just always misunderstanding you. They're never getting the point that you're trying to make, and you feel like you're explaining it as clear as day. Let me tell you something. People choose to misunderstand you. And when you keep over-explaining to people like that, you are wasting your time, energy, and your breath. Because what you need to understand is that they already have a set perception of you in their head, and they will do anything to prove that their perception, their view on you is correct. So while you're trying to explain to them where you're actually coming from, what your intentions actually are, they are literally not hearing you. They don't care. If it does not fall into who they think that you are, they don't give a damn. They're choosing to misunderstand you. People are smart for the most part. People can understand if you are explaining clearly who you are, what you mean, what your intentions are, what you want to do, and it just never seems to be clicking. This is an example. They're never gonna get it, and they're choosing to never get it because they don't care enough about you to really understand you and really hear you out. They just care about the narrative they have about you and proving that to be true. You have to be comfortable being misunderstood and going about your day and knowing that it's not gonna stop shit. It's not gonna stop any of your emotion. You're still you.
Once you realize the power of your silence, that is when you become a very dangerous person. When you stop giving people a reaction, you stop responding, you stop engaging, engaging. You actually just start disengaging for real. You just disappear. Oh my gosh, you gonna start irritating a lot of spirit. People love attention, and when you take that attention away from them, they get very upset. That's why nowadays I don't really argue with people, because I realize you don't have to. I couldn't even tell you the last time I got into an argument with somebody, because I really just be chilling. I'll be like, oh, okay. I mean, it is what it is. Instead of getting all bent out of shape and trying to prove a point to somebody and prove this, that, and the third, prove nothing. Absolutely nada, nothing. Some of y'all like to be motor mouths and you going back and forth. No. Stop it. We're done doing that.